Yeah, I'm back. Just leaving the Seminole Police Department. Woo! Hold on right quick. Yeah. So yeah, I'm back, man, and just left this place. You know? Man, this South Florida weather don't play. It is hot out here. For those of you who don't have AC in your automobiles, I suggest you go and take care of that real quick, like. And I'm just gonna show you guys the car that I believe pulled me over. I believe this guy here, the black Ford right here, was involved in it. But I'm almost positive that this Charger is the one that pulled me over. Right there. I'm almost certain that he's the one that pulled me over. Mind you now, for no reason whatsoever. And they're way out of Hollywood, Florida. I was in Margate, Florida, which is like 20 miles from where they, their jurisdiction is. But the captain came out, shook my hand, introduced himself. It's saying we got a bad connection, but I don't know, because the last time it said that I was still able to record on live. But the captain came out and said, he took the complaint form. He said they were going to turn it in to Internal Affairs, and they were going to give me a call at some point in time. I don't know when. But, I'll be waiting to see what the outcome, because I'm eager to find out what the outcome of this whole situation is going to be. Because like I said before, they can't keep doing people like this. People of color, mostly. If you watch the videos on YouTube, if you do your research, there are plenty guys that have left police forces and they're blowing the whistle on these departments. They're saying like things like they would tell us to go into the black neighborhoods, the urban neighborhoods, and literally harass and make up things to either cite the black people for or arrest them for something to charge them with. And I'm not just speculating on this. This is factual statements that I'm making. So that's what they do. Like, and it's not gonna stop. I don't care how much people complain and protest and bicker and gripe about it. It's not going to stop, because that's what they're meant to do. They were put here to do that to us. We were put under them in servitude by the Most High. So it's not going to stop until Yeshua comes back and rectifies the whole situation. That's when it'll stop. It's not so people can complain. And hold on, I'm just gonna show you how they do it. This is the Hard Rock Casino. They're building. You see that? They just keep making more and more money. This actually is in the shape of a guitar. This thing that they're making right here. This building they're building. It's in the shape of a guitar. But I guarantee you there's more symbolism to it than just the guitar. We just don't see it yet, but watch as it unfolds. Watch as it unfolds, and then you'll see what it turns out to be. It's gonna probably look like a guitar, but it's gonna turn out to be something more than that, which I'll explain in other videos as we go. For the unlearned, for the babies, so to speak, and the babies in as far as knowledge go and in righteousness, it's gonna take a lot to rein you guys in, to get you off of this milk and start feeding you meat, the meat of information. But there's a lot to it. So I'm gonna see what they're gonna say about these two officers, which probably, I don't know, they probably won't even get in that much trouble, just because of the climate of the police department. They probably won't get into that much trouble for what they did. They'll probably say, well, they acted justifiably or by department policy. They acted accordingly. So then that's saying it's okay to follow someone in an unmarked car for 2 miles. Mind you, I got a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old in the car, and my wife. So as bad as the crime is down here and the violence is down here in South Florida, you can follow me for 2 miles, and just because I change lanes to make sure I'm being followed by you, you pull me over. Not for speeding, not for, you know, any other thing, not for speeding or nothing like that. Not for endangering somebody's life, you know, none of that, but for changing lanes. They said I changed lanes too many times. You're changing lanes too much. So therefore we have to pull you over, make you roll down all your windows, because you gotta be doing something horrible. You gotta be doing something bad in order for us to for you to be changing lanes. Not because you're nervous and you're in fear of somebody possibly robbing or attempting to rob you with your little children in the car and your wife in the car. Not because of that, but because you gotta be doing something else wrong. You gotta be breaking some other type of laws. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen to these people. What kind of reprimand they're gonna get. because I've not done this. I've not ever filed a complaint with Internal Affairs on a police officer before, so I'm green to the matter. I don't know exactly what, you know, the procedure is, the routine of how it goes after they take your complaint. Who knows what'll happen? Who knows? They may start to harass me. Who knows? But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I told you guys, man. I told you that I wasn't gonna back down or stop, you know, doing what I'm doing, because the police wanna bother me. They try to intimidate you with big numbers. You know, they bring a great show of force in numbers, and they try to intimidate you by doing that. And then they have an arsenal of weaponry, from pepper spray all the way up to a firearm, and all of this is strapped around their waist, and tasers, pepper spray, nightsticks or the billy club, and firearms. And you're a regular citizen or a regular person, you don't have anything. And then not only do they have that, but they bring, for one person, they'll bring 6, 8, 10, or even more for a routine, regular traffic stop. And all of them got this on their belts, and it's going to get worse because they're now buying these choppers and MRAPs, these armored vehicles, sort of like armored tank vehicles from the military. They're buying those from the military now, or being given those by the military. Either way, Trump even signed an executive order approving the use of rocket launchers. They have all types of things, concussion grenades, everything for who? Like for the regular citizens of this country? Who do they have that stuff for? So they intend to use that on regular civilians. That's who they use. That's who they intend to use that stuff on. It's not gonna get no better, man. It's not gonna get any better until Yeshua Christ comes back and bails us out of this situation. He's gonna come back with the sword of righteousness. And then you're gonna see people wailing, begging, crying. Then some of that stuff is gonna get turned back on them, and see how they like it then. See how they handle being righted. And this is gonna be righteous. It's not gonna be done out of malice or hatred, because they hate you like they hate us. So they do things to us out of hatred and just plain evil. Like they're just plain old evil. So they do things like that to us. But when Yeshua Christ comes back, he's not gonna do things out of just being evil. He's gonna do things, he's gonna right this situation because all of the evil and the blood on the hands of this country has to be atoned for. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So it should be a long line for people getting passports to get up out of this country. A long line. These people keep. I got into I would say a dispute or a disagreement about this guy commented that there are going to be so many. Oh, he was complaining. There are going to be so many illegals when the Democrats win the next election. There's millions of illegals are going to flow in across the borders of this country, and we as taxpayers have to pay for all of this and that. And I was like, to be honest with you, nobody should be worried about them coming into the country, because if they wanted to keep those people out of this country, I guarantee you they can keep them out. They're allowing them to come into this country for a reason. And I told him, you should be focusing on getting out of this country instead of worrying about who's coming into this country, because this country has a whole bunch of blood to atone for on his hands. So while you're worrying and crying about who's gonna be coming into this country, the taxpayers, and they're gonna be lawless, and this country is just gonna gonna turn into a third world country because those people are so uncivilized. I mean, saying all of that, they're so uncivilized, and he almost quoted Trump. They're literally drug dealers, gang members, rapists, and murderers that's coming into this country, and I don't want to. And the taxpayers, they're literally going to take over California, and the taxpayers are the ones who's going to have to take care of them. I was like, well, you worried about them, buddy. You better be worried about getting out of here. That's what you better be doing, and getting right with the Most High. That's what I told him. You should be worried about getting yourself right with the Most High. And if you haven't read the Bible, you need to at least pick up the Bible and read Revelation. Even though you may not understand it, you may not have an understanding of it, you need to at least do that. Alright, thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. And he just went back on, oh, that's ancient stuff. Those beliefs you have are ancient times and all. I was like, how's it ancient times when the Bible is prophesying exactly what's happening in today's society, in today's world? How's that ancient times? And you try to tell people, you try to wake people up and alert people, but this knowledge is not for everybody. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to wake up. Everybody's not going to accept this knowledge. Everybody's is just not meant for everybody. Like, and you get discouraged. I get discouraged when when I tell people or try to tell people, and then they come back with, oh, that's ancient or old, or that's a white man's book, a Masonic book, the white man wrote it, and all this and that. You get discouraged, but you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing, because that is the purpose. That is our purpose as a people, to keep pushing. And most of the people that say that have never read the Bible, have never even picked up a Bible and turned one page in it, never done any research, so they don't know anything that they're speaking of. They're just probably regurgitating something that they've heard other people say. Oh, that's a white man's book. That's a Masonic book. White man wrote that book. I don't want any parts of it. Keep it away from me. Okay. Name one book that hasn't been written by man on this earth. Every book that somebody picks up and read, somebody wrote it. So why would people be so against the Bible? You know, one reason why is because it's not for everybody. It's not everybody's culture. The Bible is literally a book of black culture. And though many of us don't know about the Bible or steer away from the Bible, you better believe the powers that be know exactly what's in the Bible. That's why they do everything in their powers to keep you away from the Bible. And then it's so much stuff. I want to do a video on all of this Lucifer worship. I'm going to do a video on that. People will say about this devil worshiping and soul selling and all of that. And if it's gonna start off like this. If Satan isn't real, why are so many people worshiping him in their videos, in their music videos, and in their song lyrics and all of that? And the higher ups, and on TV shows, and in everything that they do in every aspect of their everyday life. That's what the video is gonna entail. If Lucifer isn't real, why are so many people doing it, whatever they can do in their powers to worship him? Well, I'm home now. Like I said, I want to see what these people say in the as far as this complaint goes. He said he's gonna turning it into internal affairs. We're gonna see what they have to say about it and go from there. And I'll hope to catch you all in the next video. And I hope you go and subscribe to my channel. I hope you all subscribe to my channel. I got disconnected, which is Servant of the Sheep. It's S, the number 3, instead of an E. It's S, the number 3, RVANT of the Sheep. Servant of the Sheep. And you can go and subscribe to that channel. Like my videos on the channel. And look for more videos, because I'm going to be making more videos. Definitely going to be making more videos.